Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about searching for rental properties. Searching for a rental property involves several steps to ensure you find a place that meets your needs and fits your budget. Today, we are going to go through a guide to help you through the process. This is part one of two videos, and in part two, I will be showing you how to do it myself. Not that I need to because I'm a homeowner, but rather how I would do it personally for myself for educational purposes for you. Now let's get started. Before we start, everyone, I'm going to share who I am. My name is Jonathan Babilonia, and I have a very successful career doing rentals. Rentals is a fundamental pillar to my real estate business, and I absolutely love doing rentals. From the listing side to the tenant side and the property management side for absentee owners. Last year alone, I closed over 150 transactions. My team, over 250 transactions, altogether amounting to over 400 transactions. Guys, I love doing rentals because I love helping tenants and I love helping investors. So now that we have established, rest assured, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you will have had either learned something or may consider a different approach to finding your perfect rental property. Step one is you're going to want to define your requirements. There are 4 things to consider. Determine how much you can afford to spend on rent each month. Landlords and property managers want to see a combined total household income of 2.5 to 3 times the rent. So if that is $10K a month, then you will likely have a challenge to get approved for anything over $3,500 to $4,000 a month. There are exceptions, but these are based on your employment, credit, and rental history. Location. You need to have had already done your due diligence on the neighborhoods you prefer, especially if you are going to utilize the services of a realtor. This is because a realtor by law cannot comment on a certain area, other than that the area is great and that the schools are great. So you really need to have done this already. If you are moving from out of town, a good tool to use is Google Maps. Simply open up the app and search for anchor stores that one would find in a desirable area. For me, this would be a Whole Foods, LA Fitness, or Costco. For you, maybe it's a Starbucks and bars. Type of property. Consider whether you want an apartment, house, condo, or townhouse, and the number of bedrooms and bathrooms you need. If applying with roommates, you also need to keep in mind of the parking situation. There are a lot of restrictions when it comes to high density. This becomes a real challenge once you have had 3 cars or more, or even condos and you have 2 cars. Amenities. List amenities that are essential. For example, parking, laundry, pet friendly, and those that are preferred but not mandatory, like gym or pool. The more checkboxes you have, the harder your search will be, and it will severely impact the amount of results you can come across. Step 2 is you're going to want to start your search. There are 2 different directions you can go in when starting your search. You could use rental websites and apps like apartments.com and realtor.com. Many of these platforms allow you to filter results based on your criteria. However, these websites, sometimes they don't link directly to the MLS, and the advertising a lot of times can be out of date or not updated regularly. Also, these websites tend to have scammers penetrating, and you really need to do your due diligence if you're going to work with an agent. Make sure that the agent is also a realtor. And yes, there is a big difference. The absolute bulletproof method is to get linked directly to the MLS for listings. This is a private website used by property managers and realtors whom place their rental properties there. From there, the listing syndicates to other websites and apps that I just talked about. That is why the MLS is the absolute benchmark for active available listings. You could hire a realtor. Have the realtor set up a search for you on the MLS. Go over your filter, and any new listings will automatically go directly to your email before they start appearing on other websites. Make sure the realtor is well rehearsed in rentals, up to date on the market fluctuations, and knows what it takes to get your offers approved. Sure, you could contact property managers, listing agents, or property owners themselves. A better approach is to hire your own realtor and let the realtor negotiate on your behalf. The realtor may be able to negotiate better terms and price for you, like an early termination clause, no last month, better maintenance terms, pool comps, what the unit rented for historically, and negotiate based on days on the market and present price versus original list price. Guys, the biggest mistake I see people doing is contacting listing agents themselves directly for a unit that, for example, was advertised for $3,000 and just coming right out and asking, will you do $2,800? This is not negotiating. The listing agent's answer will always be asking price. They work for the landlord. They have a business relationship with the landlord. Only a good realtor is going to make that happen for you, as we know the market better. I don't pretend to be a financial advisor, so I wouldn't give you financial advice. I'm not a contractor, so I'm not going to tell you how to fix your foundation. A realtor has absolute market knowledge and special tools at their disposal that are private to realtors only. Oh yeah, and 99% of the time, this is a free service to potential tenants anyways. So it's like going to court without an attorney and using the prosecutor to represent you, if you choose to work with them directly. Guys, a listing agent can't even pull comps for you. This should tell you something about their relationship with the landlord. It is a fiduciary business relationship. Step 3 and 4 can be reversed depending on the realtor you are working with. If you are working with me, I do require you to be offer ready. Step 3 would be the application process. Landlords and realtors typically require information such as your rental history, employment details, income verification, and references. These applications will also check your credit and background as well. It is common that if you are working with a realtor already, chances are you already have this application done and you're ready to present offers after looking at a property. At least the best realtors will have this done already, as they value your time and don't want to lose the property to someone else and can present the offer right away. Also, if you are working with a realtor and getting listings off the MLS, that one application, you can use it for 99% of the listings on the MLS. Also, keep in mind that with the NAR settlement, further agreements must be signed before viewing a property as well. Step 4 is viewing properties. During the viewing, inspect the property thoroughly to ensure it meets your expectations. Check for signs of damage, cleanliness, and functionality of appliances, plumbing, heating, cooling systems. Note the neighborhood environment and proximity to amenities. Anything that needs to be addressed should be proposed in the initial offer. Do keep in mind, the more items you bring up, the less likely your offer will be approved by the landlord, as the rental properties are typically in as-is condition. If the items cost too much for the landlord to address, it will make no financial sense to the landlord and they will toss your offer into the trash folder. If you are a pain in the ass in the offer process, you will be a pain in the ass tenant, and no landlord wants that. If working with a realtor, there is no need to work with anyone else viewing properties. Realtors are privileged to have access to complete inventory. And also, due to the NAR settlement taking effect in August of 24, agreements will need to be signed before even touring a single property. These agreements could have serious implications legally for damages if you choose to use multiple realtors. So find one and make sure they are the right fit for you. Step 5, negotiation and signing of the lease. Review the lease agreement carefully, ensuring you understand all terms, including rent amount, lease duration, security deposit, maintenance responsibilities, and any other fees. If there are points you want to negotiate, such as lease terms or repairs, discuss them with your realtor before signing. Once agreed upon, sign the lease and arrange for payment of the earnest money deposit, which will usually be applied to the first month's rent. If there are contingencies such as HOA approval, it is never a good idea to make the earnest money deposit directly to the landlord or the listing agent. because if you don't get approved by the HOA, the money is sitting on the wrong side. Typically, it should be held in an escrow account that is managed by your representing broker or realtor. That money is accounted for and the listing side gets an escrow receipt, taking full responsibility for that earnest money deposit. Listing brokerages can have an escrow account as well, but it just makes it harder to get the full refund back. Whom holds the money has the leverage in negotiating a full refund. If there is no HOA or any outstanding conditions on the lease, then it really doesn't matter. Step 6, moving in. On the move-in day, you will move in. You will bring the remaining funds due in certified check or money order. Under special conditions, a wire can be made directly to the landlord. A walkthrough inspection is performed and you receive your keys. It is also a good idea to take your own pictures and videos and share it to all realtors and landlords, though typically this should be done for you. If there is a lot of wear and tear, scuffs, scratches on the paint, and cracked tiles. If it is immaculate, then only the landlord would need their proof of how they conveyed the property to you. If a cleaning fee was charged initially, then it should be conveyed to you clean. Some additional tips: you're going to want to start your search well in advance to allow time for finding the right property and completing the application process, especially if the property is involved with an HOA. Be wary of rental scams. Never wire money or provide personal information without verifying the legitimacy of the listing, the owner of the property, or the licensee requesting the funds. In Florida, this can be done by simply going on the DPBR's website to verify license credentials. Also, though uncommon, it is not out of line to request your realtor's identification to verify the face on their business card. I would be happy to do so myself. Maintain open communication with your realtor and landlord or property managers throughout the process to clarify any questions or concerns. By following these steps, you can navigate the rental property search process more effectively and increase your chances of finding a suitable place to live. Lastly, if you are looking to rent your property, or if you are looking to rent a property in the areas of Palm Beach or Broward counties in South Florida, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the comments section below and right here.